Hello, Potato. Welcome to Weekend Magic for May the 28th, 2022. That's another month gone. 5 months through the year already, which at the same time feels like it's been a long time since January, and also no time at all. But that's just, I guess, the way my mind works. And speaking of no time at all, it seems like it's been no time since we discussed Mickey Mouse the Main Attraction Part 2, Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's because it's only been a week. I did that video last Saturday. This Saturday, we have Mickey Mouse the Main Attraction Part 3, The Mad Hatter. Oh, so what's it actually called? What's the proper name for this? The Mad Tea Party. That's what this actually was called. The Mad Tea Party, otherwise just known as the Teacup Ride. So that released last Friday, just, a week and a day ago. And so if you are following these things, and I would imagine you probably are since you're watching this video, you know that the plush did not release. It was a pre-order only, which you may think I'm going to complain about, but I'm not, because if you've been paying attention at all, I've been saying for at least a couple years now that they should go the pre-order route with like these whole collections so that they can make sure that they're, ordering what's being demanded, so they don't get stuck with like leftovers, which they have been so far. With the first 2 months of Mickey Mouse the Main Attraction, they've had leftovers of like the plush and the pins and even the ears. I think the Space Mountain ears are still up on Shop Disney. And I think the pre-order thing, and I understand the pre-order thing with this isn't because they want to find out how many people want to buy, it's because they just haven't arrived yet. And there's a real possibility, because I know it's happened with other things that have been pre-order, that anybody who ordered after they've actually sold through the number they're getting will get a cancellation notice down the road. And I guess it's not supposed to come until like September, so we'll see what happens with that, because don't forget that the thing was the Dumbo? Yeah, it was the Dumbo plush from Minnie Mouse. Wasn't supposed to come out until like the following January, and it came out like I think in November, a little bit earlier. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that plush. But as a result of that, this will be a little bit of a shorter video, because we're not going to compare the Mickey and the Minnie plushes to each other, because don't have the Mickey plush to compare. We'll do that some point in the future when the Mickey plush comes in. We do, however, have 3 other items. We didn't get the bag this time, which I guess is good because it seemed to be the first thing to sell out. We only got the pin, the key, and the ears. So I guess we should start with the smallest thing, which is the pin. So let's go on down there and take a look at that. So here we have our March pin. It does say March pin right on it. It's not just part 3, it is the March release that came out in May. And of course, again, they've stuck the label right in front of the pin, so you have to take it out of the baggie to take a look at it and get a good look at what Mickey looks like. Now, of course, we can't compare him to the plush because the plush didn't release, but the pin is quite nice. I actually hadn't taken it out of the bag yet, so we're looking at it together for the first time. And we do have some pin on pin going here again. The hat, if you can see there, is a separate piece fastened onto the front of Mickey's head. I'd be interested to know what these look like if you peel off that other layer. To be fair, that happened with that Shang-Chi pin, not intentionally per se, and the answer was not particularly interesting. But I wonder if there's anything underneath this, or if it's just blank metal. And see, the card got a little bit of damage in shipping. It's gonna happen. This is why we should have Disney stores still. I could have potentially picked it up there, but it is what it is. And we have words back here again, and I'm sure they're the same words as the back of the Minnie Mouse pins, but we'll read the words when we look at the key, as I've done for the last 2 releases of these. Yeah, it's a nice pin. It's almost got kind of like, I know it's the pants, and I know it's, the Mad Hatter look they're going for. Almost got kind of like a Doctor Who vibe, like the second Doctor, kind of just the coat and pants. Maybe that's just me. But with the stacked up little teacups, which, will look familiar in a moment, and I'm sure on the plush too. And I don't really remember what the mini one looked like. So again, we'll compare them when the plush shows up. Maybe it'll be a Weekend Magic, maybe it'll be a midweek video. I don't know, but it is Series 3 of 12, Mad Tea Party, limited release, double pin back, and I think I think this is not only still available, I think yesterday for a brief period in the morning around 7 o'clock, their normal release time, the ears and the plush pre-order all popped back up on Shop Disney as being new releases again, which is weird. I don't know that it's significant of anything, but it's weird. All right, next let's look at the key. Mickey Mouse, the main attraction, 3 of 12, Mad Tea Party, limited release key. And it's a very interesting, I like the teacup. Again, much like with Pirates, of course, much like with the other two keys, this is just going to be an issue with reflections and light and you seeing the camera. I'm going to try to hold it as best I can so you can see it and not just see the reflection of the camera. But again, we got kind of this issue of it looking, to me at least, a little plasticky. Maybe if I turn this light off. Maybe that... Well, it's not glaring at least, but you can still see the camera. Oh well. We have a little bit of... Again, I feel like this plastic is... See, I don't feel like you can see it very well with the light off. It's a problem. It's a problem we'll have to deal with. Oh well. We have like a little bit of a plastic look again, but it is metal, it says. Die cast. I'm not opening it. See, we do have a little, nick. Maybe you can't see it, but I can see it. There's a little nick in the plastic here. Hopefully it's just the plastic wrap, not the case itself. But, quite nice. We've got the rose bush as the stem. We've got a butterfly up top there, a clover, a heart. It's your frosted Lucky Charms. And, of course, the Disney World 50th anniversary teeth there. And the back is where we have the words. And for that, I will turn the light back on. As we read the words. Down the rabbit hole, make your way to the Mad Tea Party attraction, inspired by a sequence from Disney's 1951 animated film Alice in Wonderland. The Fantasyland attraction opened in 1971 in the Magic Kingdom Park at the Walt Disney World Resort. It features giant teacups that allow guests to whirl and twirl at their own speed. And, yeah, quite nice. I really am liking the keys in the series so far, probably better than any of the other keys they've been releasing recently. And I'm sure those words are almost exactly the same to what was on the mini stuff, except it probably talks about the date it opened in Disneyland instead of Disney World. But that's our key. That's our pin. Which means, given that we didn't buy the bag, and there's no plush to look at yet, there can only be one more thing to see. And that last thing is, of course, the ears. Here are our Tea Party ears. Let's see if I can't prop them up on my broken little stand here so we can get a good look at them. There we go. That's better. So again, we've got the big Disney World 50th on the tag. And yeah, much like the pin, we do have the stack of cups on top, which is interesting. I thought it looked really nice online. But remember, I think last week I mentioned how I liked the hat on the Pirates of the Caribbean ears better than I liked that big foam boat they put on it last year, or not last year, but in the Minnie Mouse collection. Well, the foam is back. Our teacups here are like that same exact foam. And much like the ship, they look nice, but I'm very afraid that these are going to get destroyed. Fairly easily. But we'll have to be careful. The Pirates ones haven't been destroyed, and it's been 2 years, so maybe I'm worrying for nothing, or maybe it's just, a matter of time. Here's a look at the back. We have the Disney World 50th on the ear on the back side. Do we have? Yep, we do have the name of the ride on the side, just so we have the last two. And, of course, the CVS receipt tags. And little hooks. Yep, it's a nice, I like the little detail on this. They're kind of simple, honestly. I think they're relying a lot on these cups doing the work for them, because the ears are pretty simple. I'm gonna guess it looks somewhat similar to the ears on the plush. You really can't tell on the pin. They've just kind of gone with a solid purple there, and maybe the plush will be the same way. I don't think they usually put much detail work on the ears of the plush, but maybe it just corresponds with the pattern on the jacket. We'll find out sometime in the future. But that is another part of the collection collected. We have 3 for 3 so far. I'm guessing, I haven't seen yet, but I'm guessing the 4th ones will probably be released maybe next week. If they've been doing them every couple weeks so far. If you want to catch up, you're going to have to release them pretty quickly if you want to get caught up before the end of the year. But if they don't, that's fine too. At least it's coming now. They're coming. There's no more of this, waiting while the rest of the world gets stuff and we get nothing. At least they are trickling out, actually rather quickly. Not more of a spurt than a trickle at this point, isn't it? But I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.